Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Kasi pa na Uncle Alote Jacobs, Uncle Kwamina Duncan, Kanye no. Media na ma adwene mu a me hu sa document no signed by Menua Willie. I was thinking say nti committee no a wo mehwa bato so no omu wo sa to me no a omu de be hye mra foforo na so because mra no ne say ye kwa akoyi nipa 5 ye kwa akoyi nipa up to 5 the college na kwa akoto aba no omu no kwa akoto take that decision no say ya to aba na wie na say these are the best 5 that we have. Consequentially, say BBC, it doesn't lie with the committee to determine. Say the National Council no establishes a committee way, and they say what the to me no and I say power no to determine in the events of anything like that was the consequentiality. Say Mrebi say free and as I say free committee say also power free National Council hoba. Mahadwini mu die. They are arrogating to themselves powers beyond what they have. Constitution, they say, there has been instances where only 2 people contested.
Are possible so that if your constitution on presidential elections, also the National Executive Committee,
yes, in
consultation,
yes,
with the National Council. Shall be the one to organize the presidential, which organization means setting up committees and all of those. Yes. And so if you are possible, the elections committee where you proposals, maybe I would come a national and they cannot in issuing the guidelines and say, we have issued it on the authority. Well, that can be captured in there. That on the authority of the National Executive Committee and Council, these are the guidelines. But you don't see that phrase or expression there. You may also be right. Then Wangasa no why? I mean, in doing this, they are arrogating to themselves
powers that they don't have.
Yes,
powers that they don't have. So, Mufo said National Council and Omutina CC things that they can insulate themselves by making it part of an expression. And yes, National Council, I think, say in the interest of asumdwa amu hia wo party nim ene mra enimu side obe kaya sa call for flag bearership election am for start free yache and if na brewe yipuma kwemu am ahye timelines between August to November. August no beto no at the end of August until nyomu wa ye September, October, and when we enter the month of November near 4th until no so nka ho neck mema montina ho a subcommittee amu create and create a more complicated situation than you can manage. Select it up to 5 you can have 1 is up to 5, and I'm speaking as a number person. People how is 1 up to 5? 1 is up to 5. 2 is up to 5. In fact, what is not up to 5 is 6. Anything beyond 5 is not up to 5. Up to 5 a boundary problem. Up to 5 means it is bounded above. It cannot go beyond the upper bound, but it ranges between anywhere below the bound. The bound you need to above. PD partial differential equation boundary problem.
Algorithm, okay.
I'm going to quite already. Me want to algorithm.
It's algorithm, not
algorithm. Algorithm.
There's no confusion here. Menua William and lawyer Professor Michael Quay, when you for that's our committee now. Mona mo create confusion, if any. And yes, sir, and selecting up to 5 there, and there is no way there could be a confusion. Bia omunso omaso da form, and now umudo many ashepetete kreme who said near and sure it will not get to 5. And I side with them because Menso Kakra Mehuno, I think I side with them. There are some regions that will select only 2. In fact, there will be as at now there are a third group which averages around 8.5%. Omuye undecided. Ebinum are torn between the two. Senka yemomu kwansa nko munyi more than one. And those people would have been very strong. They could have decided. But our 8.5 way enye decided because they have strong affinity or affection for some two people. Behind the ballot and the courage to choose one.
Okay.
They make up to 8.5% of the delegates who are going to vote in the super delegates election. In fact, the minimum is 6.5. It's in some regions I cannot be talking about, and the maximum is 11.5 in some regions. So they average around 8.5. As of today, take a decision. In fact, ebinuma yom papa bia na omuso nim ne bia yema party ne pa. And so akwa fasene they are as at now undecided. It cuts across all the regions. Ranging from 6.5% of the delegates per region to 11.5% delegates per region. It must strike an average around 8.5, and they have not decided. Apart from those who have not decided due to very, very good reasons. Bakwame, there are some regions that only 2 people will be elected.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, Bakwame, but I mean, there are some regions that they will not have to worry themselves with 5. And that is why I think the elections committee should not even.
Are you saying say regions be or what? Nipa 2 pena ombenya about.
I'm saying that.
2014.
What's a war to
95.1%.
You see, and Brakame, in many of the regions, it will be very difficult they getting the 5. In many of the regions, it will be very difficult getting the 5. Regional Baya de pa in Yamro 5. And the crowd will say, Echo last 2 for no die 1, no die 2, no die Adiba, no Swati. There will be a very strong separation between the first 3 and the rest. Between the first 3 and the rest, there will be a very strong separation. But the party should relax.
Amongst the first 3 and the rest.
And the rest.
Into a very wide.
Very wide. In fact, very, very wide. On the average, the first 3 in the first 3 will also cause some level of separation. But if I say 1, 2, 3 in the umbe accounting for majority of the ID. Now, if Yambompa said 4th and 5th persons, no. Everything I can. Meti hey, Brakwame.
Yeah.
Me can committee no I said man one come in control adi way in shame. As if that event happens, it opens another gate for me. It doesn't open another gate for me. One, you don't have time. You only have 2 months, September and October, to organize the general one. And you wouldn't need to create this thing for yourself. It is in your interest. And can you send this if we and can you apply and sunjaba. Yeah, na miensa. Ya press we do baby na bako redraw. Na kaka mienu. Danke deko. In everything, in terms of selection, the least the better. Enti that you know that choice is extremely unnecessary. But let me assure them, say, if you put the national aggregate together. As for regional level thinking, there, like I said, no, Ebinum Kra regions they will select just about 4. In fact, the average is between 2 and 4, and of course some will select 5. And so I say ebenya nipa mienu bia omenya kakra dia to so mana 5. Yes, this as much as it is unnecessary, from where I sit, I think say it will not even get there. But Mestre National Council, any national executives, Mona mo institute this committee. Remember, mo share mo mfa 1 or 2 be meka ho a ebe in excess of their powers. So mo kokko select no manya 5, let them report back to you. Ni amo pese mo ye going forward no. Now mo determine what I say. Now must show the next direction. When you indicate it here and now, these schools of thought are Minya Penny Kwamina Edebania, you confuse more people than Unzena Nana de Banos why confused. A lot of people out there, I'm sure, will get confused. 2 points are marked on this subject matter. Number 1, the committee should be checked so that they don't add to themselves powers that they don't have to determine what happens next. The determination of selecting 5, a year constitutional provision Nye a committee's provision what should happen if 5 was not achieved. If anything at all, NEC should set again when the results come and they don't get 5 to determine the next way out. At that NEC meeting, the zeros will come together and say, in the interest of the party, let it go, and then
go through the first in the interest. You must command a certain level of confidence from that body.
It's true. To
enable you get to the
body. We say about the free money. We say about the free money.
Interesting man.
Oh, send unyo bi so ye very litigant. I bet me I insist to say. And yes, how much rush have baby into no, but I don't know how this case will fly in the presence of any court. Say a committee as compared to the constitutional higher committee, near COFA committee, near the energy. And my last point I make and say, in fact, people who are getting confused should even not be too worried, because from where I sit, even though Ocean regional by regional, there is a region that and where the list is occurring, only about 2 of the 10 will get votes there. But there are also many of the 17 polling stations where there will be an average of 1 to 4 selections made. Oka national aggregate nibomwa. From where I sit, the 5 will get the 5.
1326. As the National Executive Committee, in consultation with the National Council, shall make rules and regulations governing the organization and conduct of elections of a presidential candidate. And the part of the organization is setting up committees. The committees, in whatever they want to come up with, they necessarily have to come to have a stamp.
From the National Executive and the National Council. But I mean, as I'm saying, no, people should rest assured. Yes, some regions will select only 2. But
are you sure?
Why the message go to 2014?
But when we put all together, when we put all together, I think it will not be too difficult selecting the 5.
We are sending a message there clearly.
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.